In South Sudan, the statistics are startling. The United Nations says 4 million people, a third of the country's population, are facing starvation. Millions more are simply going hungry. The UN's World Food Programme says it has been delivering food supplies, but much more is needed. More than 5 months of fighting has created a precarious situation, with crops not planted and famine now fast approaching. In Norway, the international community convened to pledge support and much-needed money. In total, $600 million was raised, with the US promising nearly half of that. The UN says the need is vast.
The scale is huge. I think that what we're facing at the moment is that by December of this year, 1 in 2 citizens in South Sudan, that's over 6 million people, will either have been displaced, be starving, or be dead.
But of course, after the pledging must come the honouring of that pledge. The UN says it's vital the money be delivered quickly.
There is no time, so this is the need for donors to respond quickly, swiftly, and at scale to make sure that South Sudanese, the suffering people in this country, get the help they need.
The opposition has claimed that South Sudan's government has made it difficult for UN agencies to deliver aid to opposition-held areas. The country's foreign minister promises that will not happen.
The government will allow free movement of delivery of humanitarian food and assistance to all the areas within the Republic of South Sudan. I can assure you, even the rebel areas, they will be allowed to have the relief.
The UN says it is still possible to prevent a famine, but even more money will be needed. The $600 million total is undoubtedly a lot, but even when you add it to what had already been pledged, the United Nations is still only 2/3 of the way to its $1.8 billion total. And how quickly these pledges turn into actual funds is something that will only become clear in the coming weeks. Nick Harper, CCTV, at the United Nations in New York.